Okay, it is time to find out about some other ways that you can use some of the products you already have. One of the little broadcasts I did earlier today, I talked about the skincare products. Now, I love the skincare range. I find it amazing. Just the Virage, just 4 straight products, a cleanser, a toner, moisturizer, and a serum. Now, a couple of years ago, quite accidentally, I discovered that the serum is amazing for sunburn, okay, because it has all those hydrating oils in it. It is a deep hydrator. And what I found was when my daughter got sunburnt on her shoulders, we sort of only had limited products with us. And so I had the serum and I put that on her shoulders and she woke up the next day just fine. It was brilliant. It was really good. It was nice and handy. So that gave me a second use for a product that I'd been using, but I wasn't using it as in the same quantities that I was using the cleanser and the toner. So that actually saved me because to buy them, the 4 products together is way cheaper than to buy them individually. So if I run out of the cleanser, I kind of hope that I run out of the toner, the moisturizer, everything at the same time. So when I found a second use for the serum, I was pretty impressed because that way, if I have got serum left over, I don't care because I know that down the track I'm going to use it for something, which is really cool. And the bottle that the toner comes in is a great spray bottle. So I actually then just top it up with water and top it up with distilled water or floral water and add my oils to it. So I love it. Hi, Sharon. Sharon's joined us for this one. So it is, again, not so much a hack, but a recycle sort of way to use it. And it's a great bottle. So I love that one. And if there's a little bit of the toner left in it, it doesn't matter because you spray the toner onto your skin anyway. So I kind of figure that just topping that up, you've got a great spritzer anyway, and you can add whatever oils you like to it. One of my favorite, I like to add a little bit of frankincense and bergamot and lime because it just smells brilliant. And in summer, when your skin's all flustered and whatever, obviously take my glasses off, give myself a spritz, and that's a really nice way just to, just calm down, chill out, and feel refreshed. So I love that particular one in that bottle. Talking recycling as opposed to hacks, and we will get to the hacks. When we talk recycling, I often, I've got available through More Than Oils, New South Wales, I've got little roller caps that fit all my 5 and 15 ml bottles. So when they're finished, there's a couple of things you can do with your bottles. I know Faye likes to throw all her empty bottles. She just takes the lids off and things and throws them all into a big bucket of Epsom salts. And that way they absorb take the excess oil out of the bottle, whatever's left. It empties out the bottles, but it also gives her a great bath salt when she needs it. I also find that if I just top my bottles with fractionated coconut oil, what I've got is, the On Guard. When my On Guard finishes, I've got a bottle of On Guard. And if it's not quite strong enough, I can add a couple of drops to it. Or if I want to add another oil to it, I do that. But whenever I do that, I always just label it so I know what the other oil is that I added. So I've got the little roller tops. They're brilliant. And I like the spritzers as well. Like I use a lot of rollers. Don't get me wrong, I use a lot of rollers. So it's nice to be able to reuse my empty bottles. But I use roller bottles and I have them empty as well. And so I don't like to necessarily fill those up, mainly because the ones that I use are like the Past Tense, the Intune, the Claricalm, the Immortel, those ones. Well, when I fill those up, when I use those ones, they're not ones that I can remake, so I have to rebuy. So I figure that with those bottles, they're worth sort of giving them a good washout. But I can then either use them as a roller again, or I've got little spritzers that fit that 10 ml bottle, which is really handy because a lot of your storage containers will hold a 10 ml bottle. Okay, so if they hold the 10 ml roller bottle, they'll hold the 10 ml spritzer bottle. So I can make a combination of oils up in spritzer and roller form to take with me, which is again nice and handy. I just had another thought then when I was saying that. Anyway, it'll come back to me. And I must say, I can tell today that I haven't used my Intune because I go to finish a sentence and I've lost the word, and I know that my Intune will help me with that. So I do have one that I need to put back into my bedroom because the one in my room ran out. So when I'm finished this one, I'm going to go and use the Intune, and I guarantee you will notice the difference next time. I won't be fumbling for the ideas or the information that I'm looking for quite so much. Okay, now we were talking hacks, weren't we? That's right. So you can use your essential oils for all sorts of things. And one I didn't even know about until recently, and it's quite interesting with everyone going, oh no, the nail technician, I can't get my nails fixed. I can't do that. Well, orange oil in white vinegar will soak your nail polish off, will take your nails off. And so it is vinegar, so it's going to smell, but you've got your oil in there as well, and it will actually break the glue down and look after your nails a little bit better than I remember once I had SNS and I filed them off. That wasn't a good idea. So yeah, it's a nice gentle way to get your oils off. I've got another product called Correct-X, which is an ointment. So, you think ointment, you think, oh, yeah, sores or whatever. But Correct-X in your cuticles is brilliant. You can use that every single day around your cuticles to help with the cuticle growth, so you don't need to be ripping them off or whatever. And that's your Correct-X. The other thing Correct-X is really good for remembered the other thing. There you go. But the Correct-X is really good for scarring, and if you've had stitches, when the stitches come out, it's really good to put on the stitches to help heal the wound and lessen the scarring. And the oils in it are healing oils. Now, the Correct-X is like a cheaper version, it's in a plastic tube, it's ready to use. It's a really good product to use, but it's like a cheaper version of the Immortelle. And that was the one I had the other hack for, because the Immortelle is beautiful, and that's the anti-aging one, the beauty blend. Okay, and on the bottle it says beauty blend, but if you don't take that on board as being its only use, it is good for so many other things. So it has helichrysum in it, and it's got sandalwood, and it's got frankincense. So it's got a lot of hydrating oils. It's got a lot of oils that are really good for the skin, but a lot of really healing oils. So for scarring, and after an operation, again, you could use that. The difference, I suppose, for after stitches and scarring and things is that the Correct-X is an ointment. It will soak straight into your skin. It's in a little plastic bottle, and it's $20. So I'm happy for my kids to have that. They can take it to, put it in their school bag. They can have it in their bedroom, and I'm not worried about it as long as they're using it, and it will do the trick. The Immortelle's a little bit more expensive, like 6 times more expensive, and it's a roller. Okay, now the roller is just the concentrated essential oil, so it is really strong compared to the Correct-X, which is in the ointment form. Now with the roller, my favorite hack is I actually halve it when I get it. I actually halve the bottle and put half of it into my body butter. So the body butter's in a jar about yay big. Sorry, I didn't think to grab them, but it's in a jar. And so I put half the Soluble in my body butter and use that on my legs. And so on my legs, it's great for that really dry skin. It's great for the spider pain that my mum keeps complaining about. And she hasn't seen it for a while, so she'll be surprised to know that it's pretty much not there anymore, just a tiny little mark of where the vein is, not the bumps that were there. So that was really good. So I use the Soluble, so the beauty blend, for my legs. Okay, so for that really nourishing properties from it. Now, back to my roller bottle, that's only half full now. I top it up with the fractionated coconut oil, because even at half strength, it is awesome on my skin, and that is strong enough to work on the different areas of my skin. So it is a beautiful one to use. So they are my couple of big, really quick hacks for you, but I've attached in the comments some sheets, and this is what is in the sheets. So there are a few ways here to get you thinking. And sorry, I'm looking that way, but my second computer is that way. So that's why I tend to be looking out of the screen. So anyway, here is a different one for you. Okay, you can actually use your toothpaste, the On Guard toothpaste, as a cleanser for the stovetop. Now, who would have thought of that? But you think about the products that you use on your stove, quite similar sort of feel, that pasty type feel. And On Guard is amazing. It is a brilliant cleanser. So that one is really cool. Here is it. It says protective blend, okay, because these sheets are generic. They're worldwide, so they're generic sheets. So in Australia, the protective blend is called On Guard. So it's your On Guard toothpaste that you can use for a stovetop cleaner, and your On Guard your On Guard oil that you can use for when you're peeling onions. So I like that one. If you're prone to tears, the next time the recipe calls for diced onions, smell the On Guard first. Either smell it right out of the bottle or put a couple of drops in your hand again and do that big inhale, or diffuse it near your cooking area, and it will take away the that stinging of the onion. So that's kind of handy. Okay, the shampoo. Okay, we talked about the shampoo earlier. Relaxing bubble bath. And again, you can then still add some extra oils if you want to. Okay, like I love frankincense in the bath. If I'm just too in my head and just, and I can feel myself tensing, whatever, then frankincense in my bath is just a brilliant calm me down. So if I want to pop a little bit of the shampoo in as the bubble bath, knowing again that whole sodium lauryl sulfate free, no nasty chemical thing, then I've got myself a beautiful bubble bath, and I will get out of the bath not only feeling relaxed, but also my skin will feel really nice as well, because I'm not using the mineral stuff that's taking all the rubbish, all the vitamins out of my skin. But it's talking there also about using it as a shaving cream. So that's kind of handy as well. You can make up your own linen sprays, again, just in a water bottle. Actually, I'll grab this one because I can see it. Okay, doTERRA have got some beautiful big, we've got these bottles now. So the beautiful big fine mist bottles. When I was at Narellan Town Centre last week, I actually put about 5 drops of On Guard in it and a little bit of lemon, and I sprayed it just in the space, because I don't know whether you'll be able to see it, but it's, oh yeah, you can see it. It's a real fine mist. That landed on my hand, but I'm not soaking wet on my hand. So it's a really great one. And we actually have these awesome bottles now, and they're purple. So that is a great way to make your linen spray as well. Just fill it up with water and add the oils that you want to it. A little bit of witch hazel if you've got it. If you don't stress, just use water. Okay, sandalwood, lavender, any of the oils. Obviously, don't use your really uplifting wake-up oils, but all your nice calming, relaxing oils, you totally can. Okay, there are a few other recipes on that one. Oh, this one is interesting, and I have heard this one before about using the mud mask. So again, using your skincare products, maybe the ones that you don't use all the time, but getting use out of them, you can use this under your arm, and that helps, detox and clear out clogged pores, and works as a natural deodorant. So that one's a bit, that one's interesting. Okay, ear piercing, you can use your oils to clean your ear, not to clean your ears, but to clean your earring after an ear piercing. So a drop of lavender, a drop of tea tree, they're ones that you can use. And it talks there, there's quite a bit of information on that sheet, but I also have, now let me see if it does it. Okay, no, I have to, oh, no, it did it. Nice, there you go. Every time I use this program, I learn a little bit more. So I actually had 2 documents open there, and here's the second one. So there's a few more interesting things on this one as well. This one's got, oh, okay, no, it does look like it's got similar stuff. Don't stress over it. They obviously redid it with a different picture. Okay, so that'll teach me not to read it all properly. I thought I did look at it and it did look different. But that's just a couple of just handy hacks. There are lots and lots of hacks when you go into things. I know we did quite a few last week. One of the classes that I did with Faye had a whole pile of other hacks up there as well. So I will find the hacks that I can and pop them into the comments of this live so that you can see them later. And just know that there are more than one way to use your oils every time. There's usually lots of different ways that a particular oil can be used. Even I was just, yeah, like even the Intune, right? Now I use that in the mornings. Okay, it's great for focus. It's great for being able to find the sentences. It smells awesome, so I just love it. I use it like a perfume. But what I found since using that is that I sleep better because I'm processing my day as I go, because the oils that are in it are all about focus. They're all about that filing cabinet in your head, about putting the information where you need it. So whilst it's a focus oil, it actually helps me sleep. So that's kind of nice to know too. A drop of peppermint will help with ticks. Okay, that will help get a tick out because the ticks hate it and they actually come out to get away from it, which doesn't help because then they die anyway. Because anyway, ticks, they're not good, and thankfully we haven't had any on our dogs. But I've seen videos of the tea tree, of the peppermint. Just yeah, the ticks don't like that one at all. Okay, I just saw something there about digestive blend, and I did mention that one earlier today. The digestive blend is brilliant for all things to do with digestion, okay, for reflux, for all those things. Now, obviously, if the reflux is an ongoing issue, please check with your doctor that it's nothing more than just a reaction to the food, okay, because there are lots of things that you know, if you keep using products to you know, soften the effects, then you may, or hiding the effects, you may find that that you will lose, that you're missing something and you could be quite ill. So please, when things like that, look, make sure that they are not too serious. Okay, but the digestive blend is great for reflux, for tummy troubles, for things like that. Now, if you rub it around your belly, it is brilliant for things like diarrhea and things like that. It will help with that as well. And we found that it's great for traveling. Now, when we travel, the girls and I use it, and Paul's the one that gets the sickest usually when we travel. He gets the worst motion sickness. But because we're all in his close proximity, he actually travels fine. He does a lot better now. Now that we use the digestion, he travels better. So go figure. I think that is all the ones that I wanted to do today. We've been about 20 minutes, and so that was sort of my limit for the day, for each hour. So I'm going to pop up another talk at 3 o'clock and hope that you can join me then. If you do have any questions, don't forget, find me on Facebook. So I'm Tia the Oil Lady and my team is the Oil Hut. And so you can ask questions of myself or myself and my team on either of those. And we have a group. And our group is called Together Inspiring Amazing. And I'd love you all to jump on and join the group, because I post regularly on my pages, but I tend to post a lot more info and ideas and things in the group. So please jump in the group. And there's links to all of those from the website. So theoilhut.com. Righto, see you later.